Hello, Cancer. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your January 2025 mini tarot reading. Happy New Year to you. I so appreciate your supporting me all last year, and I look forward to reading for you all this year. We will be doing the love and money pull at the end, so please hang around for that. Let's take a shuffle here and see what's coming up for you, Cancer, for January 2025. Forgive me if I have said 2024. It's happened a couple of times, so I caught myself, but let's see. Excuse me. Here we go. What is coming up for Cancer for January? Oh, love is important. Wow. Those of you that are single, pay attention to your intuition. You may get an inkling to go somewhere or talk to somebody or something like that. And those of you that are in a relationship, maybe give a little extra care to your partner. You look great. Hello, thank you, something like that. Just as with a little work, things could really ignite here for you in a good way. It says here too that, wow, Empress. Empress to me can mean abundance, joy, bliss, and ease, money, but it also can mean pregnancy. So if you're wanting that, great. If not, you know what to do or not to do. It looks like travel plans, big important travel plans coming up. I feel like that, or sense, whatever, that feeling of being alone, even when you're with people, something about that's going to change. And usually if that happens, or if it happens to me, sometimes I'll be in a room of 1,000 people and feel like I'm by myself. I have to look deep inside. Get out and get into nature is really a good thing. It seems to help me, and maybe it'll help you too. The next 3 weeks for you are going to be, you're going to be making some choices, and you're wondering, it seems like, oh, can I do that? That's foolish. No, it's not foolish. Yes, it's foolish. If that's how you're answering yourself, universe, do I choose red or blue? If there's no answer, not time to make choice. That's really important. It says if you had an argument with somebody specifically about plans for the future, whether it be money, retirement, something like that, step back, come back together. With peace and calm, you can work that out. It just seems like an apprenticeship seems to be going on in some relationships. Like, God, am I ever going to get this right? Sometimes we are with the wrong people. Sometimes we just need to work out issues that are going on, and speak up. Sometimes, we can't just keep changing things. We have to talk through. Some people don't like to talk. But if you can state what you need or state what you want, without your hand on your hip and your finger pointing like that, I think someone's going to listen to you. And when we can do that, we get the 9 of Cups, wishes granted. We have celebration. We have new beginnings. Is that for everybody? Absolutely not. I hope it is, but it seems like it's going to work for some and maybe not for others. But if you're miserable or upset, why not try it? It might just work for you. It says agreements could be made, and it's hard for Cancer if someone has crossed you or not kept their agreement, stabbed you in the back. Difficult to get past that. Whoever's done that to you has regrets, and that's, again, not for everybody, but it's hard when someone has lied to you or not kept their part of the bargain and then want you to forget all about it. They're going to have to be patient with you, and they're going to have to deal with your questioning them over and over again until in your mind it's settled. And it just seems like it's going to be a Tower card for some of you, meaning is a up and down feeling. But in a way, it could be a blessing in disguise too, because if someone's done to you that 20 times, the 21st time might be when you say, okay, I've had enough. But I'm just saying, if you can work things out, that's great. If you can't, do whatever works best for you, your best course of action. Might be just to step back and see, how things escalate or de-escalate or change. And it says if counsel is needed, get some, whether that be marriage counselor or personal counselor, banker counselor, whatever it might be, because it just says counseling could really help. You need a lawyer, get a lawyer. You need a doctor, get a doctor. Sometimes just talking together can make big difference, big change. I have the wake-up card here, the judgment card, which says, I get this. I realize, everything's not perfect, and maybe we both need to change. But those of you that are doing well, that's not for everybody. For those of you that are doing well, you're doing really well, and you have made some choices to make some changes. And I almost feel like some of you got your way with something, and I'm laughing because it was a good thing. Maybe you wanted a new house or a new car or to paint a room. Whatever it was, you got your way because you spoke up and you talked about it. Spirit's got your back here. And for those of you who don't know that, when you have something really worrying you, and it's on your mind 24/7, it disrupts everything else. Sometimes we just have to say, okay, I'm giving this to you, universe. Do with it, do with whatever it is you need to do for my best outcome. It says a lot of wants, wishes, and daydreams here. It seems like things were left behind from last year. Maybe you had plans for travel. Maybe you had plans to remodel your house, or whatever your plans were. For some reason, they didn't get into fruition. Well, you might want to relook at those, and especially if you have a partner, talk about it again and decide what's best. Maybe you had some unexpected financial problems or health issues, whatever. But it says, and I'm not making light of it by saying whatever, I'm just saying if you did, it looks like Spirit heard you, and prayers are going to be answered here. Also, it says that if you had difficulty with someone from the past and they show up again, let them prove themselves before you jump back in, and believe everything they say. Not saying they're bad, not saying they change, but let them prove themselves for you. Also, it says what we can learn if we can learn from the past, things didn't work out so good, but there's still something left, and that is when we get the lesson, it stops happening. It really does, and the lesson can clear the way for a lot of things to come into fruition for you. Emperor says stop giving your power away. Let's call our power back. I'm calling my power back. Say that like you mean it, and you'll feel it. It's just a powerful big thing that you can do. It says, focusing on what you want can also help bring attention and energy to a situation. When someone's ill and everybody prays for them, or even one person prays, they pray for themselves, it can be a big change. So it says learning how to maneuver into the new situations that are coming up this year, because every year is different. It says the Sun card is there for you. Hold on to that. Just don't, things from the past like last year that we're taking with us, if we haven't changed them already, we have to let them go. It says excuses be gone now. Use your strength and prayers and wisdom, knowing that by praying or asking your angels to take care of it, a lot of times things can be eliminated. Ace of Pentacles means that is going to be an improvement in your finances. Just don't be a spendthrift. Do not be a spendthrift the month of January. I don't know who that's for, but if you will just make a different little plan, things are going to be different in that area for you, Cancer. So let's pick these up and do our love and money pull. Oh, come on, cards. Here we go. It's my fingers. It's not the cards. They just don't seem to want to work right here. Let's go. Oops. Here we go. So we're going to do, and I've already shuffled these, so we're going to do first the love. What is coming up for love for January for Cancer 2025? Let's see what we got. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Five of Cups. It says here, even though we're feeling alone sometimes, especially in the love area, it might be we just need a little time alone. And it says sometimes talking about it, I feel like you're going to have a discussion with a friend, mother, sister, just a good friend about what's going on. And it's going to help you see what you need to do or what you should do or what feels comfortable for you. But it says here there is a lesson in love for you. If the same thing keeps happening with the current relationship, maybe it's time just to step back and decide what you want to do. Take your time. And it says when you get the lesson, things stop happening. When you get the lesson, that's been prominent today. So in general, that card has been a big focus. So it might be something we all want to work on. Let's all get the lesson in January, so the rest of the year, for whatever, is good. So let's see what's coming up in the finance area for you, Cancer, for January 2025. Let's see what we have here. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. When I pulled up that the Nine of Cups, I heard wishes granted. Okay, wow. I hope you're putting your wishes out there, or what you want. Put it out to the universe. The hard part is then get out of the way and let the universe bring it to you. Quickly, things are going to be for the better for you. Maybe you're going to have a lucky month, and I hate even saying that. If you are a gambler, go buy one ticket. You know, it only takes one to win, or something like that. But it says the next 3 weeks, and the number 3 to me is just a positive number, meaning it's like everything is complete. What you need here for this month might be making a plan. It might be putting that money to work for you, but it just says that this is a good month for you to make plans for your finances for 2025. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss. I so appreciate you dropping by to see me, and I'll see you again next month.